Hey y'all, welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be talking about must-haves in the kitchen. So for spices, for canned goods, and for things that you need to have in your fridge, things that will make you be able to cook any kind of meal in your kitchen without going to the store a million times. Now for spices, if you don't want to go out and buy individual spices all the time, these are a good thing to buy. Now you can get these at any department store like Walmart, Target. I'm in Canada, so it'd be Walmart. We don't have Target anymore. But these spice racks are good to have because they come with all the spices in them, so you don't have to be searching for everything. And it's got the main needs. So it has garlic, red pepper flakes, sage, rosemary, cinnamon, basil. What else we got here? Curry powder, onion flakes, oregano, bay leaves. So it's got everything that you need. So this is a good thing to have if you don't want to be going out and buying your spices every time you want to start a recipe. I know myself, when I go onto the internet and I want to start, I want to make something different and I want to try out a recipe, there's a list of things that I need to go to the grocery store and get. Well, that can start to be really costly, and I want to try to keep your costs down. So, good thing to have. Even if you don't cook all the time, go out and spend the $30, $40, get the spice rack. Now, I have my spice rack, but I also buy my spices individually. That also, because I use a lot of things, so I use dill for a lot of things. So I always buy an extra thing of dill. I always have an extra thing of dill in my cupboard, right here. I have quite a few of them. So things that you cook with a lot, you want to make sure to have extra with. Garlic powder for me is a must. Garlic powder is the main ingredient in a lot of dishes if you're not going to be cutting up fresh garlic all the time, or you don't want to use fresh garlic because it's too potent. So garlic powder is a must. Salt and pepper. Always have salt and pepper in your pantry. Oil. I always keep 2 oils. I keep my extra virgin olive oil for my dinners that I make, and then I keep my regular canola oil for frying potatoes and making pancakes and stuff like that. Now, for my canned goods, things that I like to always have in the house for my canned goods is because I like making spaghettis and chilies and sauces. I always, when I'm at Walmart or Save on Foods or Thrifties, wherever you go, you always want to find, especially if there's a sale on, pick up extra cans of tomatoes. Cans of tomatoes, I keep them in, I always have 4 or 5 at all points in times because my kids love them for one thing. We eat them with macaroni and cheese. But that is a good thing to have. So canned tomatoes and canned sauces. So like I said, in my kitchen, I don't cook with anything that has flavor in it already. So I have tomato sauce, plain tomato sauce, and I always have 4 or 5 cans of that as well. Vinegar. Vinegar is a good thing to have. I have a couple different kinds. I use apple cider vinegar. Now you can use that to, what am I trying to say here? To pickle things. Anything you want to pickle, you can pickle with apple cider vinegar. It only takes 2 seconds. So I keep that. I also, when I go to the dollar store, they have these little spice containers. So not every dollar store does, but these are good as well. Now they have 4 or 5 different spice blends in them. So that can make your food a little bit more interesting. And in my fridge, I always have margarine. Always have margarine. What else do I have in here? Margarine, milk. Mayonnaise is the main ingredients into a lot of things if you want to try different dishes or try different ways of using mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is a good thing to have. Good for sandwiches too. Always have a lemon or a lime. Or you can go pick up these. This is what I pick up too. Now, I don't always use these because sometimes they, the flavor's not as good as fresh. But these things are a good thing to have too. The little squeeze bottles of lemon and lime. I always keep a little thing of minced garlic in the fridge. Now, garlic and onions onions is a big thing. You must have onions in your pantry. So always pick up, don't buy just 1 onion. They last for quite a while. Buy a bag of onions. Now, I always keep a little bag of onions in my pantry because you can use it for so many different recipes. And a big thing of vinegar. Don't buy a small thing of vinegar, buy a big thing. So like I said, if you watch my other tips and tricks video, you can use it for cleaning as well. So, everybody, those are my little hints. Balsamic vinegar as well. Sorry, I didn't say it. Balsamic vinegar is a good one. You can make dressings with this. You can make sauces with balsamic vinegar. You can put it in hummus. Have you ever tried balsamic vinegar in hummus? Very good. Just a couple drops on top of your hummus before you eat. Yummy. Pasta. Pasta is a very good thing to keep in your cupboard because it doesn't have to be a family thing, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're single, if you want to just throw some sauce on pasta, you don't have to go out and buy it, and it's cheap. I think I spent like $1.50 on this, and I keep quite a few boxes in my cupboard. There is my pantry. Open up to you guys. Now, like I said, you don't have to buy a lot of things, but always keep spices, especially if you're gonna have friends over to, say you don't cook a lot. You want to have friends over to cook. They need to have spices to be able to cook in your kitchen. They don't want to be bringing everything with them. Or if you want, like I said, if you want to try a new recipe, the spices are there for you. You don't have to be going out and buying the big list of stuff. So I hope that helped you guys, and I hope you got some tips out of there. Come join me back in my kitchen.